How's everybody doing? Alright, we're gonna get this thing going in a minute here. We're gonna let a few people jump in. I'm sitting at Lake Chatuge still in Georgia. Just finished the Bassmaster tournament. Anyways. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. Alright, well, first of all, I've been fortunate that I've made a living chasing little green fish around this country for 20 years. I got the best job in the world as far as I'm concerned. And I've been inspired by people all along the way. D. Thomas, growing up on the West Coast. But the reason I fish for a living is because I read a story about Rick Clunn being a professional bass fisherman. And I was like, I didn't know what it meant at the time, but I was like, that's the coolest thing I've ever heard. It's like, fish for bass for a living? Yeah, that's it. That's me. Sign me up for that. And I went from catching my first bass when I was 8 years old to joining Redwood Empire Bass Club when I was 14, and caught my first bass, smallmouth bass, Lake Berryessa, when I was 14, and then went through the process of fishing all the Western Tournament trails, from One Bass, West Coast Bass, Angler's Choice, and finally Bassmaster came out with the Western Opens, 97, going in 98, 99 season. And so my career has been based and built off bass, and watching the Larry Nixons, the Rick Clunns, the Denny Browers over the course of my career, being my inspiration to be able to get to the next level and putting that dream out there for us. And I appreciate the dream, because it did. You guys, I'm living proof that dreams come true. I didn't finish high school. I left school in the middle of my sophomore year. So for me to go from not even having a high school education to being able to fish for a living and be successful chasing fish around the country and getting paid to do it. So I am living proof that dreams do come true. And I want to thank Bass for giving me that opportunity to make a dream come true. But this is the announcement right here. This last tournament, this Bassmaster Elite Series tournament on Lake Chatuge, will be my last Bassmaster Tour event. I qualify for the Bassmaster Classic. I will fish the Bassmaster Classic in March. But I am moving my shift in my career to Major League Fishing. It's a scary time. It's change. It's new. It's different. But I am so passionate about where we're at in the sport and where I want to see the sport go. And there is now the opportunity for a group of anglers, for the first time in the history of our sport, that we have a tournament trail that is run and operated by tournament fishermen. We are building a new future for the sport of bass fishing. And the one thing, there's so many, I have so many emotions in this, and I wish I could share so much more with you guys. I can't do it all right here. There's too many things. But Major League Fishing evolved as just a small group of guys that was basically a marketing thing. That was like, okay, here's a group of guys. We could do these little small events and do some sponsor stuff that we thought would help bring new people, new sponsors into the sport, and we were successful. What we didn't know is how well Major League Fishing was going to evolve and morph into what it is. And what I love about Major League Fishing is that we're reaching a whole new audience we've never reached before. I fished a General Tire customer yesterday. It was a husband and wife, and she says she and her husband fished. She could care less about fishing. She watched a Major League Fishing show one time and has become a fan of the sport because of that now. and now she fishes with her husband. She's buying tackle, and that's the kind of stuff that I love hearing, because all of you watching you're our fans. You are what our sport has been about for 50 years. But in 50 years time, our sport hasn't gone anywhere outside of this box. It's our core passion. We're all the core anglers, but there's a whole sport audience out there that when they watched a fishing show, they would click the channel and go past it because it wasn't very exciting to them. That's what's fun about Major League Fishing, is now all these people out there watching, they understand the sport of Major League Fishing, and they feel the emotion. They understand that there's no limits. So I am excited where we're going. There's a whole group of anglers that will be going with us to Major League Fishing. I believe that we are going to do things that has never been done in the sport of fishing before. Back up a little bit. I have no animosity towards bass. I love what they've done. What they've done for my career and everybody else. But I have a bigger vision. I think a lot of us want to see something bigger and better down the road. There's a lot of anglers out here on tour. For being, the professional tour, 75% of the guys out here don't make any money. And to be the elite series, or to be the best of the best on the tour, it shouldn't be that way. We have to find a new way for guys to be able to actually make a living and be supported on a tour. If they get to a level that you made it. And there's so many thousands of high school kids joining bass clubs around the country, and this is my motivation. This isn't for me. I'm not here to make the money for this. I'm here right now to create something that is for the next generation. So Brandon Polinick, Justin Lucas, the next college kid coming up, the next high school kid, that 12-year-old that was me that had a dream, or has a dream now, of fishing for a living. We want to give these guys a different chance than what we've had. It's been good to this point, but I believe there's better. We've got the most amazing group of guys moving forward that all have the same dream, same passion to do something different, and that's what's exciting. And it is. It's an emotional time for me. I haven't slept in 2 months over this, and much less the rest of the guys doing this, because it's change. Most people are truly scared of change, and I know there's a group of anglers that are scared of change and they don't know what to do right now. But I can have you. I want to assure everybody that I have the utmost confidence in the team that is behind Major League Fishing. And if nothing else, look, don't ever live with regrets. That's how I look at it. If we don't try, we'll never know if we succeed. So right now we are going to try to do something that has never been done. It's the first time in the history of the sport where the anglers will be in control of their own destiny. And that's what I'm excited about, is being able to create that next legacy, that next platform for my kids, my grandkids, your grandkids. That's what's fun. So that's it in a nutshell. I'm going to leave the Bassmaster Tournament Trail. The Bassmaster Classic will be my 19th and final Bassmaster Classic, but it's okay. We're going to go to, and I'm thankful, because the Bassmaster Classic was, winning it and being on stage was crazy, awesome, cool. But I believe that we have the ability to go build something bigger, and I want to fish where the best anglers are. I want to compete against the best level competition that I can possibly compete at, and that's what we're going to have now. We are going to have a stellar group of anglers, and when you beat the best group of anglers, then you've done a really good job, and that's what I'm looking forward to. But I'm also looking forward to helping that next generation of guys coming up. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to share it with you. I've been wanting to talk about this. This has been an ongoing process for a while. It's whether there's room for everybody in this sport, we're going to find out. It doesn't matter. I just know that I want to help change the path of our sport and give the next generation, the next angler, the ability to do something different than I've done. Not that what I've done is bad, what's been done is bad. It's time for something different. So Major League Fishing is definitely going to be something different, and we're excited about it. So I hope you, the fans that really drive all this, appreciate it, love it, respect it. And till then, I'm going to keep not sleeping for a while, because this is an absolute just crazy time in our sport. This is the biggest thing that has ever happened in the sport of bass fishing as far as I'm concerned. So thanks for watching. So next time I see you, I guess it'll be Bassmaster Classic, but stay tuned for Major League Fishing, 850 hours of TV time coming up. That's unprecedented. We've never seen that before. There's going to be 350 hours of live coverage. For those of you that are like, well, I want to watch live. Well, you're going to see 350 hours of these guys live. There's more and more and more. There's so many great things that are going on for the anglers that are participating. So it really is a truly amazing, exciting time in our sport. I hope you enjoy it. I appreciate everything that everybody's done for me, all your support. We're moving on to the next stage in life. Appreciate it. Peace out.